Into the world of flags,
All right.
and specifically the flags of Africa.
Sounds good.
And I thought this would be really interesting to go through
Yeah.
and just see what kind of insights we can gain
Yeah.
by just looking at these flags.
I'm excited to jump in.
So why don't we just start
So let's do it.
in North Africa with the Algerian flag.
Okay.
It's pretty basic design.
Hmm.
Green and white split vertically
All right.
with a red star and crescent right in the middle.
Yeah. So that crescent moon and star, of course, a very common symbol in Islam.
Yeah, we see it.
Signifies, the importance of Islam in Algeria.
Yeah, it's in a lot of flags.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's move on to
Okay.
Angola.
Right.
The Angolan flag
Yeah.
has a red band over a black band,
Mm-hmm.
and then it has this pretty interesting emblem in the center.
Yeah.
A gold emblem
Right.
with a star,
Yes.
a gear,
Hmm.
and a machete.
Yeah. A lot going on there.
So what does that all mean?
Well, the red, of course, symbolizes the bloodshed of the struggle for independence.
Okay.
Black represents the continent of Africa itself.
Hmm.
And gold represents the wealth of the country.
And the machete and the gear?
Yeah, those represent the workers and the peasantry.
Okay.
The peasantry, the gear industry.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of honoring both the past struggles and the future.
Yeah, and that star is kind of
Okay.
like the same one we saw in the Algerian flag.
Yeah, you see that star a lot.
Yeah.
Especially in countries with a history of socialist governance,
Mm-hmm.
kind of representing those socialist ideals.
Yeah, solidarity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So moving on
Go
to
on.
Benin.
Okay.
Their flag is a lot simpler.
Yeah.
It's just green, yellow, and red.
Yeah, the Pan-African colors.
Right, and we're going to see these a lot.
Yeah, you're going to see those a lot.
What do they mean?
So those colors are really all about African unity.
Okay.
And,
So does every country interpret those colors the same?
they do share that common theme, but they often add their own little spin to it.
Okay.
So for Benin, for example, green is the hope for a new democracy.
Mm-hmm.
Red is the courage of their ancestors.
Okay.
Yellow is the nation's treasures.
Wow. So it's interesting how the same colors can
Yeah.
have like a general meaning
Mm-hmm.
and then...
And then the very specific meaning for each country.
Right.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay, well, let's move on
But-
to Botswana.
Okay.
The Botswana flag is light blue
Yeah.
with a black band edged in white running horizontally through the center.
Yeah, I like that one. It's very pretty.
Yeah, what's that light blue mean?
So that light blue represents water, or more specifically rain, which is, very vital in Botswana.
Yeah, especially in such an arid climate.
Exactly. And actually their national motto is Pula, which means let there be rain.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it's really important.
Yeah, very important.
And then those black and white bands.
Right. Those represent the harmony between races in Botswana.
Okay.
And if you look at it a certain way, you can almost see like a zebra stripe,
Ah.
the zebra being their national animal.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on to
Right.
Burkina Faso.
All right.
Their flag is red over green
Mm-hmm.
with a yellow five-pointed star in the center.
Mm-hmm.
Are those the Pan-African colors again?
They are.
Okay, and what about that star?
So that star represents the guiding light of revolution,
Okay,
a beacon that led them to independence.
so the colors are kind of the general
Mm-hmm.
African unity, and the star is kind of their specific.
Exactly.
Okay, that's a good way to think about it.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is Burundi. And this one's a little more complicated. So there's a white diagonal cross,
Right.
which creates 4 triangles. 2 red,
Mm-hmm.
2 green,
Yeah.
and then there's 3 red stars in the center.
Right. In a triangular formation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what does that all mean?
Well, that white cross represents peace, which, is a really important aspiration for a country that's experienced a lot of internal conflict.
Right.
Green, of course, embodies hope for the future.
Yeah.
And the red, as we've seen before, signifies the suffering endured during their fight for freedom.
Mm-hmm.
And then those 3 stars,
Yeah.
they actually represent the 3 main ethnic groups
Oh, wow.
of Burundi, the Hutu, the Twa, and the Tutsi.
Wow, so it's kind of a
Yeah.
symbol of unity.
Yeah, exactly.
Well-
Desire to overcome those divisions.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of these flags have that
Mm-hmm.
that same kind of message.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cameroon
Okay.
is next.
Right.
It's a vertical tricolor, green, red, and yellow,
Mm-hmm.
with a yellow 5-pointed star in the center.
Yeah. So again, we're seeing those Pan-African colors.
Yeah, and the star is that.
Yep. Another beacon of hope and progress,
Yeah.
leading the nation towards a brighter future.
Okay, so let's go to Cape Verde.
Okay.
So this one's a field of blue. with 2 narrow white horizontal stripes.
Okay.
And then on the left, there's a red band.
Yeah.
With 10 yellow stars in a circle.
A circle. Yeah. A lot going on there.
Yeah. So what's all that about?
Well, let's start with the blue. The blue represents the ocean and the sky.
Mm-hmm.
The white symbolizes peace.
Yeah.
And then those 10 yellow stars, those represent the 10 islands that make up Cape Verde.
Ah.
Yeah. And then that red band,
Yeah.
that symbolizes the effort and dedication poured into building the nation.
Okay.
And the yellow of the stars
Mm-hmm.
represents the volcanic nature of the islands.
Oh, okay.
It's
So it's both physical and human.
exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the Central African Republic.
All right.
Their flag is blue, white, green, and yellow.
Okay.
Horizontal bands.
Yeah.
And then a red band cutting through the center vertically.
Oh, wow.
And a yellow 5-pointed star in the top left.
Yeah, that's a busy one.
Yeah, so what does all that mean?
Well, blue represents the sky and the pursuit of freedom.
Right.
White embodies peace and dignity.
Hmm.
Green speaks to hope and faith.
Yeah.
And yellow represents tolerance.
Okay.
And then that red band cutting through the center.
Yeah, it's like a scar.
Yeah, it represents the bloodshed
Mhm.
for the country's independence.
Yeah.
A reminder of the sacrifices made.
Oh,
And then the star, yet another guiding light,
yeah.
representing aspirations for the future.
Okay, let's go to the Comoros. So this one has a yellow triangle on the left
Okay.
with a white crescent moon and 4 white stars.
Uh-huh.
And then it has 4 horizontal bands.
Yeah.
Blue, white, red, and green.
Okay.
So what's that all about?
Well, the crescent moon and stars represent Islam, the dominant religion
Okay.
in the Comoros.
And the 4 stripes and the 4 stars.
Yeah, both of those represent the 4 main islands
Oh, okay.
of the archipelago.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And then the colors.
Yeah. So yellow represents hope and progress.
Mhm.
White is for peace and purity.
Yeah.
Red symbolizes the struggle for independence.
Yeah.
Green represents the lush vegetation and agriculture.
Hmm.
And then blue is the Indian Ocean.
Wow, so it's a really comprehensive flag.
Yeah, a lot going on.
Okay, let's go to
Okay.
the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
All right.
This one is sky blue
Mm-hmm.
with a yellow 5-pointed star in the top left and a red diagonal stripe edged in yellow.
Yeah.
What does that all mean?
So that blue represents hope for peace.
Okay.
Red stands for the bloodshed for independence.
Yeah.
And the yellow represents the nation's wealth,
Look.
both in terms of resources and the resilience of its people.
And the star is at the same
Yep.
guiding light.
Another guiding light.